You want to know why this story has completely taken over the basketball world? Because one controversial play has reignited the biggest debate in the WNBA. Players.
I'm sick of watching Caitlin getting attacked. If the league doesn't step up and protect her, things are going to get ugly real fast.
You want to know why this...
And how the league protects its biggest stars. On June 24th, 2026, during the Indiana Fever versus Phoenix Mercury matchup, a second-quarter sequence instantly became the center of attention. Within minutes, clips of the play were spreading across social media, dominating sports shows, podcasts, and fan discussions. NBA fans, WNBA fans, former players, analysts, coaches. Everyone seemed to be asking the same.
Now, what I would love Caitlin to do is get up one time and then just slap the
same question.
Because Alyssa...
Did the officials miss something significant? One commentator reacted emotionally, saying he'd like to see Caitlin Clark stand up and defend herself after the contact. Another replay showed Clark on the floor as Alyssa Thomas made contact during the scramble, a sequence that quickly became one of the most debated moments of a season. Whether you viewed it as excessive physicality or simply a hard basketball play, one thing was undeniable. The reaction was immediate, passionate, and impossible to ignore. The conversation only intensified when comparisons were drawn to how superstar players across basketball are defended. Many fans argued that elite players often absorb more physical contact because opposing defenses are constantly trying to disrupt them. That naturally brought Stephen Curry into the discussion. Few players understand relentless defensive pressure better than Curry. Throughout his NBA career, he's been grabbed, bumped, held, and chased on nearly every possession. His style of play has forced defenses to push the limits, making him one of the league's most physically challenged stars despite not always receiving every whistle. Caitlin Clark has faced similar conversations throughout her professional career. Defenders regularly crowd her, deny her space, and make every possession a battle. Whether every call should result in a whistle is open for debate, but the physical nature of the attention she receives has become one of the biggest storylines surrounding the WNBA. The connection between Curry and Clark extends beyond playing style. Before the 2026 season, Clark trained with Brandon Payne, Curry's longtime skills trainer. She has openly spoken about studying Curry's game, admiring his movement without the basketball, and finding new ways to expand her offensive arsenal. That's why many people immediately linked the two players when this incident happened. They see two generational shooters, two players who transform defenses, two stars who constantly force opponents into uncomfortable situations simply because of the pressure they create every time they step on the floor. Then came the play everyone keeps replaying. With just over 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter, players battled for a loose ball on the floor. Physical scrambles like that are common in basketball. But once the sequence ended, debate erupted over whether additional contact should have been penalized. Slow-motion replays circulated everywhere. Fans paused the footage frame by frame, arguing over exactly what happened, whether officials had a clear view, and if further review should have been considered. No matter which side of the debate people landed on, one fact remained the same. The play became one of the defining talking points of the WNBA season. The discussion quickly shifted from a single possession to a much larger question. Are the league's biggest stars receiving enough protection when games become increasingly physical? That's the question everyone is trying to answer, and it's why this story continues to dominate basketball conversations days later. The debate didn't stop with fans. It quickly spread across the entire basketball community, with former players, television analysts, journalists, and coaches offering their own perspectives. Some believed the officials simply missed a fast-moving sequence in the chaos of a loose ball scramble. Others argued that when a play generates this much controversy, it deserves a closer review regardless of the original call. The replay became the focal point of endless discussion, with viewers slowing it down frame by frame, each person reaching a different conclusion about what should or shouldn't have been called. What makes this story even bigger is that it didn't happen in isolation. Throughout Clark's rookie and sophomore seasons, conversations about the level of physical defense she faces have repeatedly surfaced after several nationally televised games. Every hard screen, every off-ball bump, every contested drive, and every no call adds another chapter to an already ongoing discussion. Supporters argue that she's forced to absorb an unusual amount of contact because opposing defenses know how dangerous she is with the basketball. Others counter that physical defense has always been part of professional basketball, and that every superstar eventually learns to adjust. Either way, the spotlight remains firmly on Clark because of the attention she brings to the league.
No discussion.
Every game
the ball
she
was
plays
gone.
attracts
The play was
millions
over.
of viewers,
Clark was on the ground,
creating an
and Thomas
environment
pressed her
where
fist
every
into
whistle
Clark's throat
or
and
every
walked
missed
away.
whistle
Replay footage
is instantly
showed
analyzed
two
from
separate
every
points of
possible angle. Moments that might have disappeared from the news cycle in previous seasons now become headline stories within minutes. For the WNBA, that's both an opportunity and a challenge. Increased visibility means more fans, bigger television audiences, and greater interest in the league than ever before. But it also means officiating decisions receive unprecedented scrutiny. Every controversial call is clipped, shared, debated, and dissected across social media before the final buzzer even sounds. Whether this play ultimately changes how future games are officiated remains to be seen. But one thing is certain,